What's up, everybody? Crime Street. Wanted to get everything set up, been moving before I dropped any content. Due to recent events in my community, I need this content to get out there now. June 15th, Chad Doerman murdered his three young sons, 3, 4, and 7. Guys, this happened in New Richmond, Ohio. Basically, I just moved from New Richmond, Ohio. I spent the last 7.5 years being a parent in New Richmond, Ohio, raising my daughter and my stepson. And this case just shocks me to the core because I do not understand. From what I hear of this guy in the community, I got a friend works at a local gas station where most people stop and get their coffee and stuff. And, he's seen this guy pretty much every day, coming in and out of his work. And, didn't seem like seemed like a pretty ordinary guy, No one's seen this coming. And I just cannot believe, this happened in my community. So first of all, I'm gonna give you a short rundown of what happened. From people I've spoke to who's seen him, in the town and stuff. No one's seen this coming. I'm gonna give you a clip of the body cam footage real quick, let you see that, and then we'll get into more.
Get your hand up. Tell them 21. It's in there.
There's guys to confirm that there's people that need first aid, and that's the shooter. He's not complying. They need to take care of the
I got it.
victim. They have to show him the shootout.
Man, I ain't trying to hurt nobody.
I know these officers wish they would have got that radio call with the okay to shoot him a few seconds earlier.
I'm a big judge now. I'm sober. I'm not trying to fight you. 63. Get your butt inside. Gallon, get your butt inside. We on primary? Now.
How does this man have more concern with his stupid dog than the 3 kids he took out?
Gallon! 63, we're 21. Have EMS respond over here.
You're clear, they're being advised.
Robert 34, just start a mass custody response.
63, do you want them to respond to the Laurel Lindale address? Where exactly do you need them?
We're right in the front yard. What are you doing, man?
Hey, for copying all this.
Gotta roll over. I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna hurt nobody.
The only one getting hurt now, Chad, is gonna be you, buddy. I know your food is getting messed with every day in that county jail.
Just make sure
I'm
that
just
dog
trusting
don't
you
come out. I don't think he'll bite you. Just don't reach for him and try to grab him. Eddie, he won't bite you.
They can't do enough
going
wrong
on,
to
man?
you, bud, to make up for what you did.
I'm gonna get you here in a second. I ain't running away. You can do whatever you want. Here. You the only one else inside the house?
What?
You the only one else inside the house?
Yep.
Sit down right here.
My daughter, she ran over to the fire department.
Sit down.
It's my stepdaughter.
Put him in the cage.
So you see the body cam footage. I also, at the end of this video, put a clip of Pastor at a Celebrate Recovery that I attended in this town. He opened the doors to his church for the community because everyone is in shock. This is a small town. Everybody's pretty tight knit, and this church does a lot for the community. They open their doors because everyone in this town is in shock at this happening. And this is a small town America. I mean, as apple pie as you can get, and for this to happen in a place like this, it shocks everyone, man. I also know, if this gives anyone any peace of mind, I was a trustee at one point in the jail this guy's in, and I can guarantee this guy is getting all kinds of God knows what in his food. Not that makes up for what he did, but he's gonna have a hard way to go even through jail, and it's gonna get even worse when he goes to prison. But I want people to know, The links to these people's GoFundMes are going to be in the description of this video. Please show them any love and support you can. You know, I don't see how the mother or stepdaughter are going to be able to go back to the house where this happened. I mean, I couldn't fathom waking up each day and my daughter or stepson not being there. And the mother actually was shot in the hand trying to protect her kids. And you know, I know the survivor's guilt is going to be with her for a long time. So, guys, please lift this woman up in your prayers and do anything you can do to help this family. I'm going to keep covering this case. I'm a father. I do not understand what could happen where you would do this. Nothing like this makes sense to me. And I would really want to know the motive of why. Not that there's any good motive. You know, if you're having marital problems, okay, that's between you and your wife. But, you know, to hurt your own kids, man, this guy is a true monster. You could see he acts so nonchalant in this video. I can at least guarantee COs are not, you know, nobody's going to treat this guy good. This guy is going to have a hard way to go, no matter what, because, I mean, he deserves it. Let's face it, he deserves it. So, guys, check out the clip from Pastor Robert Wooten and his church, who opened the doors to the community, as well as First Baptist Church did the same in New Richmond. Because, like I said, this is a small town America. A lot of these people are close knit, either through their churches, different things like that. And you know, a lot of people in these communities, they kind of still go the old school way of everyone kind of looking after each other's kids. So the sad truth is, a lot of the parents and neighbors in this community of New Richmond cared more about this man's kids than he did. There'd have been, I could guarantee, at least 500 families in New Richmond would have opened their doors to Chad Doerman's kids to live with them rather than this happen. And that's not an exaggeration. It's sad that I'm just moving from New Richmond, and I'm sad for my daughter because I raised her there. There's a lot of close families from our church and different churches we attended there that became like family to us. So, you know, the whole town is suffering from this, and I said the family closely affected needs to be lifted up as much as possible by you guys. I'm going to keep following up on this case, guys. Hopefully I'll get my studio set up, you know, in the next week or so. Like I said, this just happened in the middle of me moving, and for me not to go ahead and update on this and try to get videos out there to help this family and try to, you know, get them whatever support they can. To me, I just feel it's what I need to do. I do YouTube anyways. I've got into true crime, and this just happened in my community. So, guys, stay tuned. We're going to have some interviews from people who kind of knew Chad in the passing. Like I said, I'm going to see if my buddy's comfortable to get on here and do a video. No one's seen this coming. This guy seemed to have a pretty average life, you know, in the family. That no one's seen it coming, man. And that's the saddest part of it. We're going to try to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to be at Chad's court date on June 26th. I think that's his preliminary hearing. He's already confessed. This guy's guilty. We should just hand him over to the people in New Richmond for real justice to persevere. But, you know, our legal system is going to go through the ropes. But hopefully this guy, you know, has a long, miserable life to think about what he did, man. Y'all stay tuned.
In tragedies like this, you cannot do it alone, and you need people.
3 young boys gunned down by their own father. None of them attended Connection Point Church, but it's here where a small town found an outlet for its grief.
I told my wife we had to do something.
The doors opened at 6. Anyone was welcome.
When we hurt together, and when we mourn together.
Sarah Stapleton works at New Richmond Middle School. The victim's older sister was a former student.
I just remember she's full of life, and I just can't imagine the trauma and
everything that she's going to have to work through in these next few weeks, months, years.
And in the next few days, many a parent holding close what they hold dearest.
You want to go to bed at night and want to squeeze your kids extra hard just because you never think something like even this can happen. But anything can happen to any of us in any day.